Hello, First Wellness family. I wanted to bring y'all another video. On this video today, we're going to be talking about the worst case scenario. Okay, a lot of people don't want to go to a chiropractor, go to a doctor at all, just because they're somewhat afraid of what they might find. Right. A little bit about today. You know, if you're having low back pain or pain wherever. And the pain is not due to what I'll call a simple misalignment, you know, because of all things that can cause pain, misalignment is probably one of the most simple to get remedied, right? If it's not a simple misalignment, then what is it? What is a worst case scenario? Worst case scenario for me, it obviously isn't misalignment, because that's a good fix, good easy fix, right? So what else are we looking at if the pain that we're feeling is not from the misalignment? It can be a multitude of things. Always go into the history when we do the consultation, exam with the patient. History is where you're going to see most of the evidence for what's causing the pain pop up. We go through a thorough history here, including previous traumas. Could be a day ago, could be 10 years ago. Okay, a lot of these things kind of have an incubation time, and they kind of get slowly, progressively worse and worse and worse. So trauma is going to be one of the main things, which will include in trauma fractures, dislocations, that kind of stuff. Over 20 years, we've seen it all. A lot of that stuff will show up on x-ray. If we take an x-ray and there's not a misalignment issue, and we don't see anything apparent on the x-ray, what we might do is go over to the radiologist to see what the radiologist says about the x-ray, and or take a new series of x-rays. Sometimes we'll take a different view of x-ray so we can get a different angle, and sometimes the problem will pop up there. So trauma is a big one. A lot of times you'll see cancer. Cancer is a big one too. That sometimes will pop up on x-ray, sometimes won't. And again, if we don't see a misalignment issue there, or if we do see a misalignment issue and we go in there and we remedy the alignment but we're still having pain, we'll either go back in and re-x-ray or do an MRI. MRI is going to give us a lot more detail on the problem. It's not just going to show us the bone and alignment, it's going to show us the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and nerves, inflammation, all that kind of stuff. So we get a lot more information, a lot more detail off the MRI. And so we got trauma, fractures, dislocations, we got cancers, and then just wear and tear kind of stuff. So there's only so many things that can produce the pain in there. Inflammation one, nerve pressure one, disc protrusions. We'll include that with the sometimes that's repetitive stress, sometimes it's trauma. But with regards to what can cause the pain, you're looking at that misalignment. One of the major ones, I can't tell you how often misalignments not associated with the pain that you're having. Even today, even mainstream doctors, they'll go in and burn a nerve before they correct alignment. Doesn't make any sense, okay? Correct the alignment and then burn the nerve, right? But other than that, you're looking at misalignment, traumas, fractures, dislocations, cancers, that kind of stuff. Those are the biggies, you know. And we kind of whittle those things down through the history, through the consultation, through the x-rays, through the MRI, okay? If we get to the end of that and we can't still figure out what's causing the pain, then we'll bring the orthopedic in, bring the neurologist in, bring the pain doctor in, and then we'll figure, okay, what's going on here? But I will guarantee you this, one way or another, we are going to figure out what's causing the pain, okay? Absolute worst case scenario, the absolute worst thing that you can do is sit and wait, okay? Worst case scenario is you hope the pain goes away. Worst case scenario is you allow a small problem to become a big problem, okay? So from my perspective, worst case scenario is not finding out something bad is going on, right? You're always better off knowing sooner than later. Worst case scenario is you let it go and you let it sit and you let a small problem become bigger. Then instead of doing a nice, something easy now, we're looking at doing something huge later on, okay? You let this little thing become a beast. So keep that in mind. Got pain, let's get it checked out. The things that cause pain are not infinite, okay? It's a small circle, and we need to kind of go through our processes of trying to figure out what it is. But that's what we do here. We do it through the history consultation, x-ray, MRI if needed, bring the orthos, bring the neuros in if needed, but we got a team here that we work with that we figure out what's going on, okay? But we're not gonna leave here without knowing what's causing the pain. Hope that helps. Have any questions, ask below in the comments, send me an email, or call up at the office. I'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week.